Have you ever had a bad feeling when you looked in the mirror? It could be the fatigue on your face, the lack of vitality in your body, or the sense that you are aging more quickly than you should. It's possible that despite your best efforts, you find yourself caught in patterns that only deplete your energy, undermine your self-esteem, and leave you wondering, why can't I be the best version of myself? In this video, we examine the possible causes of this and show how a small adjustment can drastically alter your appearance, energy, and even your outlook on life. I want you to visualize this. A bright day with the sound of the wind rustling the leaves, the lively vitality of nature perfectly in sync with the present. This location is more than simply a scenery. It is a call to something bigger, which many men overlook in the hustle and bustle of contemporary life. Distractions and negative habits are wasting our vital energy, which is what makes us men and conscious beings, and preventing us from reaching our full potential. The seminal retention technique is used in this situation. Restoring oneself and regaining what has been lost, both physically and spiritually, is what we mean when we talk of retention. It's about getting back to your roots and finding the youth and vitality that are all within us. It should come as no surprise that many guys who embrace this technique claim significant changes. The skin gets that natural glow that radiates vitality and health, and hair that had before seemed lifeless starts to regain its color. I can personally attest to this, and I am confident that you too can undergo this metamorphosis. The inherent strength of the male sperm is linked to all of this. You might be surprised to learn that this energy contains essential nutrients for our bodies and minds. Zinc, magnesium, B vitamins, and a variety of other elements are discussed here because they not only support life but also enable us to flourish in all spheres of our lives. The advantages are significantly greater than anything contemporary science can account for once you start to appreciate this energy. This practice has a profoundly spiritual quality that communicates to your soul immediately and goes beyond reason. Many guys embark on this adventure out of curiosity or even dissatisfaction with their life's accomplishments to date. It's also natural. Our society continuously forces us to go away from our core and from the things that are truly important. We lose our health, vitality, and capacity to live life to the fullest when we get preoccupied with fleeting pleasures and strive for instant gratification. A strong substitute is provided by seminal retention. It is a return to the initial level of power and balance, not merely a physical alteration. You must adopt the practice with sincerity and intention if you want this transformation to happen. It goes beyond simply holding your energy. It involves establishing an environment both within and outside that encourages development and renewal. As I indicated at the outset, this involves being in harmony with nature. Aligning your energy and intensifying the effects of retention can be achieved by spending time outside, inhaling in fresh air, and feeling the sun on your skin. I understand that it can sound straightforward, even apparent, but trust me when I say that these little actions have a huge impact. The community is another crucial factor. The path is considerably easier and more fulfilling when you are surrounded by others who have similar values and objectives. I always encourage our channel members to take part in groups and debates on the subject because of this. Asking for help or advice is never a sign of weakness. This, on the other hand, shows maturity and dedication to your own growth. Since we are social creatures by nature, this experience sharing can be just what you need to move forward. Maybe you're wondering, Laertes, where do I begin? Where should I begin? The answer is straightforward but effective. Get started right away. The ideal moment will never arrive, so don't wait for it. You have the power to improve your life, and the sooner you take action, the quicker you will experience benefits. Keep in mind that the goal of this practice is development rather than perfection. You can move closer to a more vibrant future full with opportunities every day you decide to cherish your energy. I'm aware that a large number of you are here because you feel as though something is lacking from your lives. Perhaps it's purpose or energy. The good news is that you already possess the answer. Seminal retention is a philosophy and way of life that can change how you view the world and yourself. It is not merely a discipline. Magic occurs when you start to match your intention with your energy. You not only feel younger, but you also start drawing in people and circumstances that complement your best self. This is retention's real power. It goes beyond appearances and surface-level advantages. Regaining the core of what it is to be a man in his fullest form strong, focused, and connected, is the goal. The goal is to lay a strong foundation upon which to construct the life you have always desired. Above all, it's about respecting your life force, which is the most valuable gift you've ever received. I promise you that the world around you transforms as soon as you begin to cherish this. People pay attention. You become magnetic. Your self-assurance increases, and all of a sudden, things that seemed unattainable start to come to pass. That's the appeal of getting back in touch and discovering retention's actual potential. I'm here to accompany you on your adventure. Should we go together? The male sperm is a veritable reservoir of biological treasure, something that few people openly discuss and perhaps many are unaware of. Every drop has a remarkable concentration of vital minerals, including zinc, a potent mineral that is crucial for men's health maintenance. As the protector of vitality, zinc is in charge of several functions, from boosting immunity to promoting cell division. By deciding to hold on to this energy, you are essentially letting your body reroute these valuable resources to the places that require them the most, resulting in a cycle of vitality and renewal. There is no denying how this affects appearance. Zinc directly affects the health of skin and hair when paired with other minerals found in the seed, including as magnesium, selenium, and B vitamins. This explains why many men observe that their skin acquires a healthy shine during a few months of retention, as though an internal light were reflecting outside. Hair that was previously lifeless or even beginning to exhibit wear indicators like thinning or graying starts to return to its original color and volume. It's science and biology on your side. It's not a miracle. The most fascinating aspect is that you are enabling the body to focus on what matters most, survival and regeneration, by holding on to your energy. This is the key to halting the aging process and keeping your appearance fresh and youthful. The human body is a machine with intelligence. He is aware that he may improve vital structures like collagen, which provides skin its firmness, and keratin, which gives hair its strength and elasticity, by conserving nutrients like zinc. It's as like you're reviving your youth from within. It is instructive to compare the aging processes of men and women. Men tend to continuously lose energy, frequently without recognizing the implications, whereas women tend to naturally preserve energy throughout their lives. Men can achieve a comparable degree of regeneration through seminal retention, making up for decades of practices that deplete their internal reserves. And this is a reflection of equilibrium and overall health, not just outward looks. However, inadequate nourishment is a significant problem that needs to be dealt with. The food we eat in this day and age is becoming less and less nutritious. Many men's diets now consist primarily of processed foods, which are low in nutrients and rich in empty calories. Because of this vicious cycle, your body might not have the resources necessary to use your energy efficiently, even if you manage to hold on to it. Here, a balanced meal full of fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins is paired with retention. These foods give your body the vital components it needs to maximize the benefits of retention. Dependency on supplements is another typical pitfall. They might be helpful in certain circumstances, but they can never fully replace the sheer beauty of nature. Instead of using chemicals made in a lab, the human body was made to work with things that come from the ground. The technique known as seminal retention respects this bond with nature and inspires you to look for the most fundamental and pure things in your daily routine and food. You are letting your body know it can rely on you when you decide to hold back your energy. It's allowing it the time and room it needs to recover, refuel, and become more resilient. This is among the factors that make retention a spiritual as well as a physical activity. It calls for you to develop self-control, patience, and self-respect. Additionally, the effects are felt in every cell of your body, not just in the mirror. You start to see small but significant changes. Your mood even improves, minor inflammatory symptoms go away, and your skin tone evens out. This is due to the fact that zinc, like other vital nutrients, directly affects brain function and hormone balance. You feel more certain, focused, and at peace with yourself when your hormones are in balance and your thoughts are clear. It takes time for this change to occur. It is a slow process that calls for dedication and perseverance. However, the advantages become more apparent every day. Seminal retention serves as a continual reminder that the rewards of investing in oneself are unmatched. Living as the best version of yourself from the inside out is more important than simply trying to look younger. This is the real meaning of zinc's transformational potential and the nutrients that make up our vital energy. Imagine if your body is a highly advanced machine with a system that is always changing, adapting, and rejuvenating. But because of our wasteful behaviors, diversions, and snap judgments, we frequently detach this machine from its full potential. The reset button that turns this machine back on and restores it to its core is called seminal retention. Something amazing occurs when you choose to hold on to your energy. Your body and mind go into a state of recalibration, focusing on what is truly important and getting rid of things that aren't supporting your development. Have you ever had the impression that there is more to life than meets the eye? Something that can help you let go of your energy, change your soul, and achieve long-term equilibrium? The secret to revealing these mysteries lies in my recently published book, Alchemy of the Gods. I go into great detail about subjects like crystalline oil, kundalini, and spiritual freedom in it, showing you how these things may completely change your life. You will have the resources to elevate your consciousness, replenish your essential energy, and break free from the constraints that keep you from making the most of your life, whether through physical, digital, or audiobook media. Don't pass up the chance to get the information that has the power to transform everything. The link is placed in both the remark and the description. First, though, I have some unexpected news for you. If you're here, it's because you want more out of life. My name is Laert, and I have something even more potent to offer. Presenting the Semen Retention Success Path, a life-changing audiobook that covers semen retention in great detail over 2 hours. In order to create a useful and interesting guide that deviates from the norm, I researched the 6 main topics of this profession. This audiobook is more than simply a learning tool. It's a route to regaining your vitality, discovering your life's energy, and reaching profound, long-lasting personal growth. Envision a life in which you experience unhindered energy flow, where your vitality is apparent, your mission is plain, and your intellect is clear. To do this and more, the Semen Retention Success Path provides tried-and-true methods, insightful analysis, and useful recommendations. You also receive a special 30% discount on my ebook, The Art of Semen Retention for Men, which is a 20-plus page guide with sophisticated techniques for spiritual development, emotional equilibrium, and purposeful connection when you buy the audiobook. Life. My goal is to assist men like you in realizing and gaining access to your own potential. After years of research and practice, I have used the power of seminal retention to assist thousands of people change their lives. I'm now giving you this information in a way that works well with your daily schedule. There's more. I'm thrilled to present the new membership tab for the Gods of Semen channel. The most ardent supporters of our community have exclusive access to this area. You will have access to unique YouTube advantages as a member, including private lives, exclusive content, and the chance to actively contribute to the channel's expansion. Your support will greatly inspire me to keep providing you and everyone else looking for a better life with news and excellent content. Now is the moment to take action. Start your metamorphosis with the Semen Retention Success Path and Alchemy of the Gods by clicking on the link in the description or pinned comments. Become a member of our community, subscribe to the channel, and participate in this process of development. A decision is the first step toward change. Should we go together? The first thing that is felt is the physical impact. By acting as a biological catalyst, seminal retention improves the body's capacity for protein synthesis. As is well known, proteins are the building blocks of life. They help to maintain a healthy and balanced body structure, produce muscles, and regenerate tissues. It's not hyperbole. It's a reflection of the body's increased efficiency in using nutrients that were previously continuously wasted. And it has such a strong effect that many men compare the results to a natural steroid. Muscles are only one aspect of this recalibration. It literally changes the anatomy of the body and face. Your face starts to look more bright and refreshed, with features that are more defined. The skin appears more vibrant, the jaw seems firmer, and the eyes brighten. As a result, the body starts to exhibit symptoms of improved physical balance and strength. The fact that these exterior changes are really a reflection of interior developments, however, is what is most astounding. Your body functions at its peak efficiency when seminal retention reorganizes your biochemistry. There is a strong correlation between confidence and this bodily change. The way you show yourself to the world changes as you begin to see and feel the outcomes. Everyone around you can see that the energy that was once scattered is now concentrated within you. Your posture straightens, your gaze becomes more focused, and your body language becomes more assertive. Withholding alters how you feel as well as how other people see you. You turn into a magnet, drawing in experiences, opportunities, and others who share your newfound enthusiasm. However, there is more. Physical performance and looks are not the only factors that contribute to seminal retention. It's about building a strong base of vitality and balance. Your retained energy is redirected toward areas that support growth at every level. For instance, your mind achieves a level of focus and clarity that can be challenging to attain in the midst of the everyday commotion. You start to see possibilities where there were previously only constraints and solutions where there were before issues. Just as profoundly transforming as the bodily advantages is this mental rejuvenation. This recalibration has an almost divine quality. Seminal retention is a self-commitment as much as a physiologic discipline. It is the deliberate choice to put your health, well-being, and personal development first. You get closer to being the best version of yourself every day you decide to keep your energy. It is a matter of development rather than perfection. It's about realizing that you already possess what you need to develop, thrive, and achieve. Additionally, this technique has a strong connection to the concept of purpose. You start to understand that there is a higher purpose for being here, one that transcends the ordinary, as you realign your body and mind. By connecting you with that goal, seminal retention enables you to make decisions and take actions that are consistent with your core beliefs. As a result, there is a positive feedback loop. The more you are in line with your mission, the more energy you have to devote to what truly matters and to yourself. In the end, seminal retention is an effective transformational instrument. Being the best version of yourself on the inside as well as the outside goes beyond simply feeling stronger or looking better. It serves as a continual reminder that you can do great things if you are prepared to put in the effort required to do so. Most importantly, it's evidence that you can design a life that is genuinely worthwhile by respecting your potential and energy. The practice of seminal retention has a strong scientific foundation that helps explain its powerful effects on the body and psyche, despite the fact that it is frequently veiled in spiritual and philosophical components. First and foremost, it's critical to recognize that every component of the human body is inextricably tied to fundamental biological and chemical processes. The deliberate control of a tremendously potent internal resource is what we mean when we discuss seminal retention. Amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and other substances that are necessary for the body's strengthening and regeneration are found in this resource. For instance, proteins, which are essential for the growth and repair of bodily structures, are made up of amino acids. The structural integrity of organs and systems, muscle strength, and cell regeneration are all attributed to proteins. Retaining your energy allows these amino acids to be used for internal strengthening and healing processes instead of being wasted all the time. This produces the perfect conditions for the body to function at its best, with a degree of effectiveness that is frequently concealed by demanding lifestyle choices. A marvel of biological engineering is the human body. The synthesis of important compounds like proteins, hormones, and enzymes requires elements like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. Together, these components support every physiological process, including respiration, digestion, muscular growth, and cell renewal. By ensuring that these resources are safeguarded and utilized wisely, seminal retention enables the body to sustain a continuous state of renewal and repair. You are giving your body an opportunity to reach optimal balance and efficiency when you decide to hold on to your energy. This has a particularly noticeable effect on physical performance. During workouts, many men report a noticeable improvement in their strength, stamina, and ability to recuperate. This occurs because retention builds up a store of energy and nutrients that the body can use to maximize its capabilities. For this reason, physical definition and muscular growth are frequently reported as adverse effects of this therapy. The best part is that this happens entirely naturally, negating the need for synthetic drugs or supplements. Seminal retention is a clever redistribution strategy in addition to being an energy-saving one. Retention demonstrates that the human body is already fully prepared to flourish as long as its own resources are appropriately controlled, in a world where the majority of people rely on stimulants and supplements to reach basic levels of performance. Supplements could be helpful in the short term, but they can never fully replace the body's capacity for regeneration once it is operating at its peak. The effect of retention on hormones is an additional intriguing feature. You are contributing to the regulation of testosterone and other anabolic hormone levels, which are critical for muscular growth, mental health, and general well-being when you decide to conserve your energy. Retention makes it possible for these hormones to be released more regularly and in a more balanced manner, resulting in a state of homeostasis that improves every area of your life. Additionally, longevity and retention are closely related. Research indicates that processes such as DNA repair and cell regeneration directly benefit from an interior environment that is food and energy rich. In essence, you are creating a condition of prolonged vitality that is apparent on the inside as well as the outside by holding on to your energy, which slows down the natural deterioration that happens over time. Additionally, retention encourages a more positive attitude with your own body. She emphasizes the value of honoring your inner resources and treating them like the priceless gems they are. This knowledge results in better decisions about diet, exercise, and stress reduction, among other aspects of life. Making the simple but transforming choice to conserve your energy is the first step in a good chain reaction. Perhaps the most encouraging aspect of the scientific foundation for seminal retention is that it is independent of fads and unproven beliefs. The biological mechanisms that control the human body are at the heart of each advantage. Retention is not only a sensible decision, but also a potent one for any man who wishes to optimize his physical, mental, and spiritual potential, as becomes clear when you start to comprehend the science underlying this practice. It serves as a reminder that there are countless opportunities when you work with your body rather than against it. Not only does seminal retention impact the body, but it also serves as a trigger for significant mental and spiritual transformations. You will experience something unique when you begin regular retention practice, an almost superhuman level of brain clarity. Distractions that used to dominate your thoughts start to weaken, giving you more time to concentrate on the important things. Beyond the physical, this exercise penetrates the psychological realm, revitalizing your thoughts, emotions, and interactions with the outside world. The effect on mood is among the first noticeable consequences. By holding onto your seed, you maintain energy that is intelligently transferred throughout your body and mind, rather than stagnating. This energy shows itself as an indescribable sense of well-being that is hard to define. Stress and anxiety, which frequently drain our mental resources, start to fade and are replaced by a calm and balanced emotional state. This occurs because retention aids in hormone regulation, mood stabilization, and the development of a stronger emotional base. Moreover, seminal retention stimulates creativity, which is an even more potent force. The mind uses this stored energy as fuel to generate fresh concepts and innovative fixes for long-standing issues. We frequently become trapped in mental patterns that restrict our abilities. These loops are broken by retention, which gives you a completely new view on the world. You observe a creative flow that seemed dormant, whether it's at work, personal pursuits, or even hobbies. I can speak from personal experience when I say that some of the greatest life-changing concepts I have ever encountered occurred during my retention journey. I used to frequently feel stuck in a never-ending pattern before I started this practice. The objectives appeared far off, the obstacles insurmountable. However, something altered. A fresh sense of direction and purpose accompanied retention. My mind seemed more concentrated and sharper every day, as if it was finally reaching its maximum capacity. Furthermore, it was a complete metamorphosis that affected every element of my existence rather than merely a single alteration. Additionally, retention boosts confidence, one of the cornerstones of psychological development. You gain a sense of self-mastery that manifests in your behavior and relationships when you learn to manage your energy. You feel more self-assured, more equipped to handle obstacles, and more inclined to take measured chances. This assurance is a true expression of an internal equilibrium that you attain by honoring your energy and purpose. It is not arrogance. Better decision-making results from this internal balance. We frequently rely our decisions on fleeting feelings or impulses, which might produce disappointing outcomes. Retention enables you to examine options strategically and logically, while approaching decisions with clarity and focus. This enhances not just your personal life, but also your professional life and relationships. The relationship between retention and life goal is another intriguing feature. Many of the superficialities and distractions that once took up your time will just go once you start directing your efforts toward your goals. You become more engaged to your own development, more linked to your principles, and more conscious of what truly counts. The more you invest in yourself, the more clear your mission becomes, and the more motivated you are to keep improving, creating a positive feedback cycle. These changes are spiritual as well as psychological. A sensation of connectedness to something bigger than oneself might be evoked by seminal retention. This practice makes you think about what it means to live completely and how you may make a significant contribution to the world, regardless of your views. It's a self-discovery journey that starts with a straightforward decision and grows into something much more. The fact that this change is not just happening to a select few is the most encouraging aspect. These advantages are available to each individual who dedicates himself to this activity. Retention provides a chance to rewrite your story, to escape the circle of demotivation and emotional stagnation, and to enter a state of clarity, creativity, and purpose, regardless of where you are at the moment or the difficulties you are facing. You are genuinely taking charge of your life when you master your energy. Every choice you make and every action you take becomes more purposeful and in line with your objectives. More than just a physical exercise, seminal retention is a profound transformational tool that can help you reach potential you never even realized you had. Any man may accomplish this as long as he is prepared to take the initial step. The most precious resource you own is energy. It is the money you use to purchase the life you desire, the experiences you wish to draw in, and the accomplishments you wish to make. Your energy level has a direct impact on everything around you, including the possibilities that present themselves and the caliber of your relationships. When you get this, you see that seminal retention is a basic method for influencing your reality rather than merely a disciplined activity. Many men waste their energy living on autopilot without seeing the consequences. You are limiting yourself each time you disregard this valuable resource. It's similar to squandering cash on pointless purchases, while neglecting investments that might yield long-term gains. You learn the value of valuing your energy, safeguarding it like a gem, and utilizing it to build a life that is in line with your greatest goals and desires through seminal retention. Holding your energy causes a significant event. You start to function at a higher level, where everything seems to come together almost miraculously. Because your concentrated energy has a stronger effect on the world around you, things that appeared far away or impossible start to come to pass. You can actually experience this theory firsthand. It's not simply an abstract one. Your commitment gets stronger, your vision clearer, and your presence more captivating. Retention alters how the outside world reacts to you in addition to bringing about interior change. This link between reality and energy is a universal rule, not a mystery. Living in a state of energy shortage draws circumstances that mirror this lack of resources. Conversely, when you are energetically whole, abundance starts to come into your life in all directions. This covers improved relationships, chances for career advancement, and overall well-being. It seems as though the universe reacts to the equilibrium you establish inside yourself by honoring your energy. Apart from the short-term advantages, seminal retention has a significant long-term effect. It is a legacy you create for yourself and future generations, not merely a practice for the here and now. You are building a strong foundation that can have a good impact on your ancestry when you decide to live mindfully and with respect. The patterns and beliefs you leave for future generations are just as important to the quality of life you lead today as you are. Consider this: every decision you make today, every act of self-control, and every moment of self-discipline adds to a more robust and cohesive tomorrow. Not only are you influencing your own life, but you are also setting an example that may encourage others to follow suit. Seminal retention is an act of collective responsibility rather than merely an individual activity. It involves realizing that the influence of your energy extends well beyond you. Retention becomes more than just a practice when you start to view it this way. It becomes a goal. It goes beyond simply reaching personal objectives or looking better. It is about living in a way that respects the limitless potential that is inside of you and uniting yourself with something greater. It is about understanding the power of energy and choosing to use it wisely, about being a conscious maker of his reality. This is the real power of seminal retention. It changes your life now and has a long-lasting effect on the future. It serves as a reminder that your biggest asset is your energy, and that you are investing in a life that is truly worthwhile when you appreciate it. Retention is the key to bringing out the best in both the world and yourself. Whether your aim is to accomplish it, form meaningful relationships, or leave a legacy that motivates others, you are the first step towards spiritual power. When you practice seminal retention, you retain energy that is more than just a physical force. It serves as a link to a more profound level of connection with the universe and yourself. When this energy is conserved, it can be used as a catalyst for spiritual development, enabling you to overcome obstacles that formerly seemed insurmountable. It's similar to unlocking potential that has been there all along, just waiting to be used. Many ancient societies acknowledge the presence of a life force, sometimes known as prana, chi, or simply spiritual energy. Our vitality, inventiveness, and capacity to bring about major life changes are all based on this strength. You are developing and growing your chi when you learn to manage your energy through retention. This activates internal power that has a good effect on your mind, body, and spirit. This process takes time to complete. It is an ongoing dedication to discipline and self-control. You will come to understand on this journey that the secret to gaining access to greater levels of spiritual energy is self-control. Every instance of temptation avoided, every deliberate decision to hold on to its energy, is a triumph that fortifies its resolve and broadens its capacity to relate to something bigger. You begin to have a flexible, rather than rigid feeling of control that enables you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. Retention gives you spiritual power that serves many purposes than simply yourself. He also makes it possible for him to have a big influence on the planet. Its energy turns into a magnet, drawing in situations and people that resonate with its highest frequency. Because your energy speaks for itself, rather than because of anything you say or do, you discover that your presence has a calming and motivating influence. Adopting strategies that support your retention journey is crucial to maximizing this potential. For instance, meditation is an effective technique for purposefully focusing and redirecting your energy. By meditating, you open up your mind to your innermost self and make room for your intuition. Additionally, conscious breathing is essential for maintaining a state of calm and focus, as well as for balancing your neurological system. Additionally, the way you treat your energy should be reflected in your nutrition. You may fuel not just your body, but also your mind and spirit by selecting nutrient-rich foods like premium fruits, veggies, and proteins. You are fortifying the foundation for your energy to reach its full potential when you intentionally nourish yourself. However, this technique necessitates giving up negative behaviors that sap your vitality and impede your development. The excessive consumption of poisonous content, addictions, or even negative ideas should all be gradually stopped in order to bring yourself into alignment with your higher self. Although it is a difficult path, the rewards are immense. You are moving closer to living a meaningful and purposeful life with every step you take toward self-control. A gateway to spiritual development, seminal retention is far more than just a physical discipline. It finds a power that surpasses its limitations and binds it to the very core of what it means to be human when you learn to value and use your energy. Along with being stronger, more determined, and more in sync, you also become a force for good in the world. This trip serves as a call to embrace the uncommon and forsake the routine. It's about choosing progress over stagnation, discipline over indulgence, and purpose over distraction. By making a commitment to retention, you are making a commitment to the best version of yourself, one that can reach previously unattainable heights of spiritual and personal strength. The real goal of retention is to inspire people to change their lives while simultaneously transforming their own. Now is the time to act. We discuss the psychological, spiritual, and physical advantages of seminal retention along the way, but none of this makes sense without real-world implementation. Any guy who is prepared to take charge of his energy and channel it toward something bigger has the opportunity to undergo a genuine metamorphosis. It is not merely a theoretical or abstract concept. Although male energy is a potent life force, it must be handled wisely and with respect, just like any other valuable resource. You can start your journey to realizing your full potential by comprehending this. Respecting your energy is a self-value-adding deed, as well as a self-care practice. It is realizing that you have the ability to influence the world and create your own reality. However, self-control and discipline are the only ways to access this ability. Without these attributes, the energy is scattered, taking with it its chances for development and satisfaction. But when you possess these attributes, you become invincible. Training that enhances these abilities and provides a strong basis for you to construct a life that is in line with your beliefs and objectives is known as seminal retention. Retention delivers a profound and all-encompassing alteration that goes beyond appearances. It starts with small changes, like choosing to be more mindful, exercising self-control rather than indulging in fleeting pleasures, and making investments in the things that truly count. Over time, these small actions add up to significant changes. Along with being stronger and healthier, you also become more focused in the moment and in touch with your inner self. Although it takes work, this process is quite fulfilling. Every accomplishment, no matter how minor, strengthens its self-assurance and dedication to the path. Remembering that the transition is non-linear is crucial. You will encounter difficulties and be tempted to revert to your previous behaviors. However, you are not defined by these moments. It is characterized by your capacity to keep improving, grow from your errors, and become stronger than you were before. Furthermore, this trip doesn't have to be a lonely one. Connecting with other men who have similar goals is quite powerful. You can get the help you need to stay on course in a community like ours, where values of respect, development, and progress are fostered. By working together, we may exchange experiences, gain knowledge from one another, and be motivated to achieve greater things. A dedicated community's combined energy amplifies individual endeavors, fostering an atmosphere that makes progress unavoidable. It's already taken the first step if you're here. You are already prepared for something greater if you understand the significance of seminal retention and are receptive to this change. Acting is the next step. With the tools and information at your disposal, start where you are. There will never be ideal conditions, so don't wait for them. What counts is the promise you give yourself right now to begin respecting your energy and using it to create the life you deserve. Keep in mind that every choice matters. The guy you become tomorrow is shaped by every decision you make today. Seminal retention is a concept and way of life that encourages you to be the best version of yourself, not just a technique. It is a path to complete realization, where you not only make it through life, but flourish in every aspect of it. This is what this call to action is all about. Living with passion, purpose, and intention is more important than simply existing. It involves accepting accountability for your final destination and resolving to put in the effort required to attain genuine success, the kind that originates internally. Now is your time. It is up to you to decide. You are choosing a life of strength, clarity, and purpose if you decide to retain. And as a group of specific guys, we have the power to change not just our own lives, but also the world in which we live. What if you continue to live without managing your energy, squandering what might be the secret to changing your life? Imagine looking back and realizing that you gave yourself the opportunity to become the finest version of yourself. The time to take action is now. Take back control, change your world, and realize your greatest potential. Don't put off doing something that could alter your life today till tomorrow. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this content with others who should hear it if it has made sense to you. Don't stop here though. Keep moving forward on your evolutionary path by watching another channel video.